Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and it's your girl Ashanti Michelle. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. And this is going to be a story time on how I won prom queen, and it was a setup. So if you want to hear about that story, stay tuned, and let's just jump right in, because what's the point of wasting time? Let's go. If I'm looking around, it's because I have somebody over there and I have somebody on the phone and I'm nervous. So that's why I'm looking around. I'm gonna just keep it up a buck. That's why I'm scared and I'm getting hot. So I might just film this video real quick. So first thing is first, this happened in December of 2017, I believe. So that makes me, I was 16 at the time. And my school, like the high school I went to, they didn't have like junior prom, and even when it was senior prom, we still didn't have prom queen and prom king. So everything was great, obviously. But yeah, so you know, like I feel like that's every girl's dream, you know, win prom queen, ha ha ha, don't matter where it is. But yeah, it was on a cruise and everything was real nice, like, you know. So they like said we was gonna have a prom night, so I'm like, ooh, like, are we gonna have prom queen, are we gonna have prom king? And it was like, yeah. And so I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so I'm like going around telling people to vote for me. Now, I'm all thinking everything's sweet. I'm like, hey, like, you know, people say they're gonna vote for me and all this. I'm like, I remember the name, Ashanti. Like, my name is Ashanti. Like, come on, let's go. So I go and I'm telling people to vote for me and all this. So I'm gonna give y'all a backstory of like how it became a setup. So on the other end, I'm doing all of this, and it's this one dude that I met on a cruise, and like apparently he liked me, but I didn't like him back, obviously. Like, who? Like, boy, if you don't get out of here. But yeah, so he liked me, and so apparently he was going around telling people to vote for us, because apparently it was some like couple, and apparently they was lame. That's what I heard. So they didn't want people to vote for them, so they chose me and him. Like, no, don't do that. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, y'all didn't even ask me if this was okay. So on my end, looking at it, I'm like, oh, like, this is lit. Like, people saying they're gonna vote for me and all. Like, I don't even know what's going on, mind you. So it comes to the night of the prom, and you know, like, I didn't pack like no fancy clothes because it was a cruise. So I just had like a little lime. I had an olive green dress. It was from, I remember exactly what it was from. It was from H&M. And then I had on like some flip-flops because, like I said, it was a cruise. We was going somewhere hot. This prom was not part of my plan. So anyway, so that's what I'm wearing. And I have my hair braided up. Like I said, I have video footage, so I will be inserting clips because y'all need proof. Like, I don't want y'all to think I'm just crazy. So I go do all of this. And, you know, I'm over here like, hey, like, yo, what if they really, like, vote for me, though? Like, this lit. So I go and, like, so, like, the night of prom night, like, they had it where, like, it was, like, a regular, like, little, like, place. Not place, but it was, like, a little place on a cruise. And it was nice and, like, fancy and all that. So me and my friends, we walk in there, and I'm like, yo, like, tell people to vote for me. Like, I'm really about to win this. And so I'm going around telling people to vote for me still, just in case, like, they remember. So I'm going around telling people to vote for me. Everybody like, yeah, I got you. They, no, yeah. So the first thing what they did, right? So we all gathered up in, like, the middle of, like, the dance floor. So it was, like, a little box, obviously, a little square. And then so it's, like, just a group of people right here. And we all waiting for him to announce the name. They're like, oh, you know, we're gonna announce the winners in a few and all this and that. So I'm sitting there, you know, like, ooh, like, I was me. And they're like, okay, Ashanti. And I'm like, hey.
Ashanti!
How did I win? What are you guys doing? No. So I'm still hyped because I don't know what's going on, right? So I go up there, whatever. I put my little, they gave us a little prom queen slash. So I put it on, and I'm sitting there, you know, all hyped, like, oh, hey, I'm really about to win. Like, oh, I won. Like, okay, you know, a little pats on the shoulder. And then they're like, prom king is, we gonna call him, we call him Jake. I don't know. So they're like, prom king is Jake. Jake? Who? So I'm like, oh no. So then I go and I take the so all right, this one I'm gonna insert the video and y'all can just look because that was a little rude, but I'm not gonna lie, but let's just take a look at it. After that happens, like, they told us to slow dance together. Grab it! Grab it! I didn't even want him to win. And don't think like I'm just like a rude person. This is why, like, I'm gonna give you a background story of why me and Jake didn't really get along. Well, I didn't get along with Jake. So the first time I met Jake, he like was being really weird, like a weirdo. And I'm like, like, stay away from me, stay far away from me. And so, like, I'm the type of person, like, if I see you and like I know you, like, I'll speak. And like, it'll be times where he would just be staring at me. I'm like, oh no. Then he gonna he like tried to, like, I guess, shoot his shot anyway. And I was like, yeah, no. So then, like, he used to just follow me, and like, Jake was a stalker. Like, Jake was Joe. Jake was Joe on his cruise. So like, I was like, if you don't know who Joe is, like, what are you doing? Watch you. Come on now. Catch up. But yeah. So I do all that, whatever. So back to the prom night. So they call my name, you know, get the slash, and I take it off. And then they like, time to slow dance. I'm like, slow what? Yeah, no. So I'm like, all right, like, I really don't want to slow dance with him. So I'm literally standing there like this. Like, I'm like, don't touch me. Don't do nothing. Like, I don't want to, like, don't even look at me. And then they gonna sit there and be like, oh, like, they, and then you know how people be trying to gas things up. So they were trying to gas up the whole situation. Like, oh, should I just dance with him? Da, da, da. I'm like, why would y'all do this? I'm like, what? Like, I know y'all didn't. I was like, there's no way that, like, he just won. Like, what? So then I'm like, that is crazy. So I'm in my head like the whole time. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, how did he win? Like, I don't know nothing. So then, like, fast forward, that when I ended, that was crazy. Like, I was so, like, I'm still thankful that I won prom queen because, no, it was a nice experience, but it was a setup. So like, it didn't feel special. I go back to my suite and whatever, and I'm like, oh, like, I won. I'm hyped. Like, I'm still hyped that I won, but I'm like, they didn't just do this. Like, what happened? Like, how did he win? So like, at this time, I still don't know that it was like really a setup. I had a feeling it was a setup, but I'm like, no way. Like, there's no way he did that. Yes, he did it. So I'm like, okay. So then, you know, it was this one dude. I'ma call him Ben. So Ben, these weird names, but Ben, me and Ben was cool. So I'm talking to Ben. I'm like, how did he win? And Ben was like, oh, like, you didn't know? He was like, he was going around. He said Jake was going around telling everybody to vote for me and him. So he telling people to vote for Jake and Ashanti. I'm like, what? No way. He was like, yeah, like, we was all with it. I'm like, y'all fake. Like, y'all really fake because y'all really set me up. Like, that was a complete setup. And so, like, I'm like, oh, nah, y'all low-key weird for that. Like, And, you know, everything was so cool. Moral of the story is you never know how you want something until you ask people. Because that was crazy. Like, I was like, y'all really set me up. But I was like, y'all really set me up though. Like, no funny mess. Like, they really set me up. Like, it wasn't like a little fake setup. Like, that set me up. And I was all hyped thinking I actually won and all that. And it was a setup. Like, that was so sad. But it was funny. Like, I didn't think that he would go through all that trouble. Like, geesh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's the end of the story time. To me, it was funny. And yeah, if you do want to know though, me and Jake, we're good. Like, we're cool. Yeah, that's it. And we actually talked about this, which made me want to do the story times, because me and Jake recently talked about this maybe like a month or two ago, and we just talking about like how like crazy that was. And he was like, yeah, da da da. And then people, oh my god, no, wait, y'all, people was like, after that night, people was coming at me and like, oh, you're so messed up, you should have danced with him. Y'all, like, well, now looking at it, like, y'all set me up. But one, like, everybody knew like I didn't even like him or anything like that. So why would y'all even do that? Like, people are crazy. One, let's just say that people are crazy, because how did y'all think of that? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna set them up. Like, no, you're not. You thought. But it's real cool now. Everything cool. That will never happen again. So that's it for the story time, and thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video, which honestly I need to come up with more video ideas so that I'm not like waiting last minute to film a video.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and bye. GG. Okay. I'm done.